guys, welcome back to my channel. Today, in today's video, we're going to be continuing to round up some of the best makeup products from 2022. And today's video is going to be the best bronzers, the best blushes, the best highlights from this year. I think I have got a perfect top 10 list for you guys. So let's get started. Today is the final day, day 12 of the 12 days of Jena's Faves. So this is a lovely giveaway prize at the very end that I'm really excited to also share with you guys. This one is open internationally as well, so stay tuned for that. The first product, in no particular order, is the new Rare Beauty Positive Light Silky Touch Highlights. These have become such a quick favorite, and so quick in fact that I literally posted my review like 2 days ago on these. Ever since these have been in my life, I have been wearing them daily. They are so beautiful. These are them here. I do have two shades. One is called Enlighten, which is more of a cool champagne, almost white highlight. You can see it's kind of spherical and sort of pops out of the pan. So this is the first one here, super gorgeous. And the other one is called Exhilarate. This one is a soft champagne gold. Super beautiful as well. And I think both of them look almost like velvety in pan. They're so incredibly silky smooth on the skin. They make your skin look like glass. They are so beautiful, and they honestly feel as light as air. So this is one that I've been impressed with right away. A lot of you guys were saying to me that you're wondering if they're dupable shades, and in my opinion, they probably are. These are very universally flattering, wearable shades that I'm sure other lines have duplicated, but I do think the difference here is the formula, because the formula here is quite unique. It's not as dense as some of the other highlights that I love, yet still packs a pigment punch and really seems to glide on the skin, make it look like glass, just perfect gleam. I'm wearing them today actually. So these have made my list for the top 10 only because they've been an instant love. I had to include them even though they were only released very recently. I want to talk about some duos that got released this year as well from Tom Ford. I personally think these are amazing, and I was really happy to see him extend this line. These are the Shade and Illuminate highlight duos. So the first one that I had in my collection was called Moonlight. It has also been re-released as well in his new packaging. So this is actually the old packaging. You can see here it is the blank palette, whereas the new palette has the gold TF on the front. So that's how you know the difference. But this is my Mood Light one. I'll swatch it on my hand here so you can see. It's kind of cool in nature, a little bit frosty. And then we also have this beautiful pinky highlight that I've been using as a blush topper or just as a blush on its own. And I think the difference between the Selena Gomez one is that the Selena Gomez one is a little bit silkier than the Tom Ford. So it has a similar light as air feel, but the silkiness from the Rare Beauty is still a little bit smoother than this one. So I do love this duo though for its own reasons, but that's kind of the difference if you guys are ever wondering. This is the Mood Light one, which was my original, and I have been obsessed with this one. This is the Peach Light one that's part of this year's releases. So here we have Peach Light, so gorgeous. There's also Tan Light and there's Nude Light from this launch, but Peach Light is just my favorite because it's also a peachy pink highlight with a beautiful rich rose highlight that I've been using as a blush. Makes me look super glowy. I'm obsessed with this formula. I love the really fine, delicate crosshatch embossment in these pans. I think they're beautiful. This is definitely part of my top 10 this year, the Shade and Illuminate highlight duos. They're at Sephora and other luxury retailers. I want to talk about a cream blush next that really surprised me. These are the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Blushes. I do have quite a few shades of this line, but these are my top two. We have Coastline on this side here, and we have Southbound on this side. These are dropper applicators, and I'm obsessed with them because they have such rich pigment behind them. Yet when they actually set on the skin, they have a gorgeous gleam, a slight glow, and just a flush on the skin. You can keep these really lightweight if you want for more subtle flush. These are very versatile. They definitely hydrate the skin nicely. They last a long time for a cream, which I'm impressed with. So these are lovely, definitely underrated by the brand. I think they're phenomenal. If you're looking for a new cream blush, this is definitely amongst one of the best launches from this year. Next, I want to talk about the Merit Stick Bronzers. These are super beautiful. I love the packaging, and I think these have made my top 10 for a reason because they're so easy to blend out, to build up. They perfectly contour and sculpt the skin. They're gorgeous. And these are sticks that you just roll up. They're super, super creamy. I'll show you right here. You can apply it direct to the cheek if you want, but like I've said in other videos, I prefer for any stick product, whether it be a blush or a bronzer, even a highlight, I prefer just to tap a brush in directly onto the stick and then apply to the cheek. I sometimes apply it directly to the cheek, but then I find that I have to really blend a lot more than I would typically like because now I have a solid pigment streak and I have to blend it out. I'd prefer to have more control and just tap my brush in, and I'd rather it apply lighter on the skin first so I can build it versus having to really beat down my cheek if I over apply. So these are super beautiful and very easy to use. I love the packaging. I love the color of this. It's not too orangey pulling. It's really gorgeous. So these are smooth, blend out like a dream, and are definitely amongst some of the best launches this year. I've been really loving a lot of Merit's launches recently. This next one is from Tower 28. These blushes are not new formula-wise. They've been out for a while, but this is the new shade this year, so I had to include it in the top 10 countdown. These are the Cream Beach Please blushes, and this is the new shade. It's called Office Hours, and it's this beautiful mauve color. If you guys saw my best lip products of the year, I also included the complimentary lip gloss to this line in Sesame. It's a mauve gloss. Both of those were released at the same time this year, and I really like this mauve color for a deeper, vampier blush, but it still comes off so lightweight that it doesn't intimidate me at all. So even though it's incredibly pigmented, you tap in your brush and you place it on the cheeks and it just blends out and blurs super beautifully. A really gorgeous touch of mauve that's not too deep, not too intimidating, not too scary. It's just perfect for gorgeous fall, winter looks if you want a deeper look or just something a little bit warmer, more mauvey, more purple, yet still a really natural looking flush on the cheeks. So this is definitely one of my favorites this year. This texture, this formula is creamy, hydrating, really makes your cheeks look like they're hydrated and glowy and just healthy looking. Now, Charlotte Tilbury released a cream bronzer this year. If you guys remember earlier on in the year, she released the Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzers. These are definitely amongst my top 10 of the year. I love the outer packaging of this. It's this gorgeous, reflective, metallic gold and brown. And I love the sun rays, almost looks like rays right here. It's so gorgeous. When you open it up, this one is a bit of a tougher formula, so I do think that you can kind of go with a denser brush for this one and be perfectly fine. But as you actually apply it to the cheeks, it does blend out really beautifully. That's just kind of a forewarning, but I do think once you get the hang of it, you're going to love this one. I also think the embossment in there is super gorgeous. This shade here is number 2, medium. I also use the shade Fair, so medium can be a little bit deep. I have to be more light-handed with this shade. The Fair shade is a little bit more contoury, kind of like cool toned almost, and I can actually apply that one a little bit heavier, but then I have to apply some warmth of a bronzer over top of it, typically a powder. So I like this one because it has more warmth to it. The Fair shade is a bit cooler and more of a contour type shade. So, and this one also has a healthy looking glow to the skin as well. So it's part of the Beautiful Skin line. She's also released the foundation and the concealer this year. And I'm actually wearing the foundation right now, which is why my skin is super glowy. I'm also wearing the concealer today. So the fact that she's got this Beautiful Skin bronzer, it's a perfect addition to just having a glowy complexion overall. This definitely is a part of my top 10 best bronzers, blushes, and highlights for the year. Now, speaking of Charlotte Tilbury, she also released these as part of the Pillow Talk extension. These are the Pillow Talk Multi-Glow Highlights. I've been really loving these. My personal favorite is actually the Romance Light one, only because it's a little bit more fair than the other one. The other one is still beautiful that I use as a blush sometimes, a blush topper, but this one I use as a highlight because it's that beautiful light pink highlight glow. And this one is just more highlighty for my skin tone. The other one is just deeper, but still beautiful. This one is just gorgeous. I love the embossment in here with the pillow kind of buttons. and the Pillow Talk logoing. You can see it's starting to fade slightly because I've been using it a ton, but I really love this one for the gorgeous gleam that it gives on the skin, the multi-dimensional effect of all of these shades combining together, the micro glitter pigments that are in here that just blend and melt right into the skin. I love this one, and I love the outer packaging being this gorgeous, almost like mother of pearl type idea with like the pink. It's so beautiful. This is the other one. It's called Dreamlight. This is the darker one. So it's gorgeous for a blush topper in my opinion, but I think deeper complexions would also be able to use this as a highlight, and I think it would be beautiful. So same embossment on this one. It's just more of a warmer theme with this highlight. These are beautiful and definitely part of my top 10. Benefit came out with a brand new launch. These were so beautiful. I loved these and I loved using them all year. These are the Wanderlust blushes. I have 2 shades here to show you, but I do have the entire line because Benefit did send them to me. I think they are gorgeous. I really do. So these are 2 of my favorite ones. We have Peachin', we have Sunny. Both have a gorgeous kind of orangey sort of pull, tangerine pull to them. Beautiful, beautiful blushes. Very pigmented, super soft and plush when you actually swatch them. And I love the beautiful packaging. I think it's fun. I think it's exciting. The Peachin' one is this one here. So it has like a box packaging, just like a lot of Benefit stuff. You either love or you hate the box packaging. It's just up to you. I don't mind these though because they are still big enough to fit my blush brushes in here. So this one is Peachin', so beautiful. I'll show you the swatches for both as well. And we also have Sunny here, which is more of a pinky tangerine, but I was wearing these nonstop. But just be careful with these because if you have a denser blush brush, you will pick up pigment very quickly. These also last a long time on the skin. They're just that beautiful, silky, soft finish, very plush, almost a satin finish on the cheek. So beautiful and definitely amongst my favorites this year. If you haven't checked out that line, there's a ton of gorgeous shades in there, all super beautiful. This product really surprised me because when I initially bought it, I wasn't sure if I loved it, but now I really do. This is the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector. This is in the shade Light Medium, and this has a really gorgeous gradient that you use all together if you want for bronzer. I just swirl all of these together, and this basically blends itself. I think this is also kind of underrated from him because I think a lot of people really love the bronzing sticks from him, but this is really beautiful. I love that there's that gorgeous highlight piece to really grab some glow for this bronzer. There's that nice depth at the end, the matte pigment. There's kind of a golden transition pigment as well, and I just mix all of these together. I'm wearing it today actually. It really warms the skin well and blends like a dream. Like you really don't have to do too much blending with this, which is why I think it's so user-friendly. The whole idea of a soft sculpt is exactly what this is. I find that it's like you can layer it beautifully, and once you place it on the skin, you don't even have to buff out too much at all. I would 100% recommend this for someone that is at all timid with bronzer. Just go to the store and pick the shade that is best for your skin tone. I went a shade up than I typically do. This is light medium. I could probably even do a medium. This one I think was the biggest surprise the entire year because once I got it, like I said, I liked it, but now I'm obsessed with it. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Perfector from Makeup by Mario. The last blush that makes this top 10 countdown is from Gucci. This is the Gucci Luminous Matte Blushes. I love these as well. I shared them in a favorites video recently. These are so beautiful, from the outer packaging to the performance of the pigments themselves. I love the outer packaging. It's a light pinky beige color with golden stars, very heavy in the hand, just a beautiful, luxurious experience. On the back, you have the shade name sticker, and then you have the gorgeous reflective gold packaging. Once you open it up, you will see the Gucci embossment. This is one of my favorite pops of bright pink blushes. This is the shade Radiant Pink. I also really love the shade Rosy Beige in this line. It's beautiful. This does have the same smell as the Gucci makeup. So just so you guys know, if you are scent aversive, keep that in mind. It is that like floral scent that all the makeup has, but I do find that it does not linger on the skin. As soon as you apply it, you will not smell it again. So I like that. But this one is hella pigmented as well, but yet very buildable if you want to add more. You can also keep it subtle by adding less. this is perfect. And it also lasts all day. This gorgeous luminous kind of glow on the skin, yet a matte finish. It is so beautiful and definitely part of my top 10 this year. I just love these. Now let's get on to today's giveaway prize for the last day, day 12 of the 12 days of Jena's Faves. This is open internationally, like I said. I did purchase all of these myself, so I will be sending them out to one lucky winner. This is an Hourglass themed giveaway, and I'm so excited because the Hourglass palettes this year were some of my favorite launches for the holiday. So one winner is going to get all 3 of these palettes. These are the Ambient Lighting Edit palettes for the holiday. We do have one in Elephant, so beautiful. We have one for Tiger, which is super beautiful as well. We also have the Butterfly one. This is the Butterfly one. I just want to make sure it wasn't upside down for you. These are unswatched brand new palettes. I'm going to leave them like that for the winner. So for today's video, in order to enter, just leave your favorite bronzer, blush, or highlight from this year in the comment section. Extra entries for Instagram. The same rules apply as all the other videos. Also make sure that you are subscribed to my channel in order to qualify for the giveaways. Hope you guys enjoyed the best bronzers, blushes, and highlights of 2022. It was so exciting to make this top 10 countdown. Of course, I'll be giving away all of the prizes soon and announcing all of the winners on December 14th. So stay tuned for that. Until my next video, guys, I will see you so soon. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!